Hello, Doris here. Today I want to show you the kit that I have chosen for the Dear Julie Julie August Assembly Line Junk Journal Challenge, where you can find that here on YouTube, and you can also go to Scrap All About It with Dear Julie Julie on Facebook and answer a few questions to become a member of the group. And then you'll also get a chance to see where our August challenge is at. So please come on over and join us. And with this challenge, we can choose any size of a journal, any theme. One of the requirements is we either need to pick 3 single signature journals or pick 1 3 signature journal. So what I have chosen to do is 1 3 signature journal. This is the book I've chosen. And here are some of the papers that I've picked. Some of them that I have had in my collection. This is an authentique paper. Here's some paper, I believe this came from Joann's. And yes, in case you haven't noticed, my theme for this journal is strawberries. I'm also going to use Dear Julie Julie's digital kit called Garden Veggies and Fruits. And I thought I would go ahead and print out some of them so I can show you. I took her suggestion when she mentioned maybe trying to print out some of the digitals on different types of papers. So I printed this first sheet here on graph paper, and I really like how that turned out. And here are more from the kit. Little collage elements, journal cards. With this one here, she had this image where you could print it on the upper right-hand corner of the paper or the lower right-hand corner of the paper. So I flipped my paper here and really like how that turned out. And these first sheets too, I printed on coffee dyed paper. I like that. And here is some more from her kit. Journal cards. Lots to play with here. These are more like postcards that you can just cut and use. Some large tags. More embellishments. So she has quite a nice variety in which you can choose to decorate your journal with in this kit. And then some more items that I have collected. I have a few napkins I might try. Another strawberry one. Some recipe cards with the little strawberries on there. There's a greeting card. Got this in a happy mail from Sarah. Thank you. Some avocado dyed doilies that I might use. Some old recipe books. There's always strawberry recipes in those. There's a botanical book. And I believe these items here are from a strawberry shortcake coloring book. So a couple playing cards and then a recipe. These items here are from a Work Basket magazine. Dated back to 1970, some of them, 65. So lots of fun to add to my journal. We have something from a children's learning book. This came from a really old, I believe it was a garden gift book. So, and I always like to include in my journals a sewing pattern. I really like the character the sewing patterns bring. And this particular one I had is perfect, obviously, with the strawberry right there on her dress. So I'll be including that somehow in my journal. These came from my seed catalog. I used some of this catalog actually in the July challenge as well. And Julie has challenges every single month. Here we have these from an Ideals magazine. Here's a poem titled Strawberry Patch. And just some more vintage images that I found in my stash. A few other things I'll be using. This strawberry stamp. Have some bundled sage and festive berries. Tim Holtz Distress Ink. And I have some green embroidery thread. Now, I should mention in this challenge, what we are to do is she includes 8 elements that we are to put into the journal. And for each of those 8 elements, we are to include 3 embellishments on each element. So let me give you an example of that. So we're going to do clusters. Here are the clusters that I've already completed. So I started out with the ticket as my base. Then I added 2 different die cuts, a little bit of Wink of Stella, so there's a little bit of shimmer on there, and a staple. And another one we're doing is paper clips, embellishing paper clips. Here's my 3 elements. There's a vintage crochet doily there, piece of fabric, a button with some of the embroidery thread. Those little hearts are really cute on there. A couple different little designs. And we have one more that I've recently completed, my envelopes. Now the small envelopes, I've put the embellishments on the front. And the bigger envelopes, I've put the embellishments on the back. And on the big ones, I made it so that if I was to tuck it into a page, say for example, if I tuck it into a page like this, I could actually rotate this little image around. So. And then what I've done to make these is I stamped the strawberry onto a napkin. Then I glued the napkin onto a music sheet. Thank you, Bonnie, for the music sheet. And then I cut around and stitched around the image. And I hooked it onto this larger die cut with a brad there. I really like how those turned out. So, and I've made them with, these envelopes are made out of, some are from avocado paper I've tried with. And this one in particular here is from, not a ledger, but a little date book. And I've used them in a previous video, or a previous challenge. So those are my envelopes. Before I forget, let me show a few of the fabrics that I'm going to be using. So I found this little piece in my stash, so I might try that. Some more pretty fabrics. These also came in a Happy Mail. Thank you, Sarah. Piece I found. I had, whoops, turn it upside down. There we go. A couple cute images on there. And this one here is an old apron. Very unique design on this apron here with these thin panels in the middle here. And I really like the print, and that rickrack on there is adorable. So that will be included in my journal. And then the last piece of fabric is this large tablecloth I got. And it has a strawberry image on here. And actually the image is on the tablecloth in 4 different spots. So that'll be nice to work with as well. Well, that is my kit. Thank you for letting me show that to you today. And if you're interested in the challenge, like I said, just go to Scrap All About It with Dear Julie Julie on Facebook, where you can answer a few questions to get into the group. And then when you get into the group, then you'll see the August challenge. And also she does YouTube videos every day at 10:30 Pacific time. And she has a lot of really creative ideas, and we have a lot of fun participating in her live chats that she has. So please come on over and join us. Thank you so much. Have a great day.